so it said
we stopped and got some. How about it, David? What? Big 10, yeah. Back door is clear of the construction.
yeah, it said stream was canceled due to an error in an area where it buffers too much that it just ends the stream.
I'm still in the construction. I'm the back.
So I want to get a Wii Boost, but I've been wanting to get one.
37. How about you, convoy? How about a radio check?
Be nice to have one, but I still just can't justify the cost. Definitely getting an antenna to the outside of the vehicle would help with reception. You know, maybe if I can justify the expense, I'll get one. I've been thinking about it. I don't know if it's really worth it at this point because once we get to DC, we won't be convoying quite as much. In between cities as much with as many signal problems.
Eric, you got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
What speed is the leader doing?
I do not know. I know we're doing about 60.
Go till you find it. Coming in?
I said I don't know. I don't have Life 360 on anybody that's up in the front.
707, do you know the speed? Go till you find it. Thank you.
I know we're 39 miles away, so, you know, we'll catch them at the fuel stop.
I stop at 60 south, at 67.
I'm right on your tail.
Aren't you supposed to be following Sasnak?
I got him mooning us.
Good morning.
He said,
Sue.
doesn't matter how many hours,
The one I'd want to get, that's the dual antenna system. I think it goes for about $400 roughly. They do have a cheaper one that's a phone mount, but I think that would block the camera the way it's designed, so it would be useless for streaming. So I'd probably get the $400 dual antenna system. have swore there's a lady in a Ford Transit van, white one. She just bought one.
Convoy at the back, you need to step it up.
Could have swore
We got a big gap between us, so go around them if they're slow, even if they're ours.
Could have swore they said that, or she said it was $400. But I haven't shopped for them recently. Probably could get them cheaper online, but locally, I think they're going for about $400. Can't really ship something when we're en route.
If you're not living on the edge, you're taking it.
I'm gonna probably have to buy a set tire right now.
Find out over the edge of the road.
My front passenger tire was getting a little, what I consider unsafe. So I'm actually running my spare as my front passenger tire right now. But, yeah.
Sitting on the dock of the pond.
Somebody might have keyed with me. According to my GPS, we're stopping in 35 miles.
What's it called? Yeah, coffee, that's all I care about.
I could call them and ask them to put an extra pot on. Good idea.
I had some waivers there. I wasn't sure if they were broke down or if they were just waving. But they gave me a thumbs up.
There's some cooking pots and pans in the dry trailer.
I don't know.
It's part of the convoy, not all load, I should say then. 10-4. So if you want over to take care of yours, then come over and join us.
Oh.
It's sexy, buddy.
Yesterday at the rally, UL for that guy.
I told us something. How about cool, look, 5 trailers? You guys are cracking me up. Fine. Would be right. How about cool, you looking truckers?
I like the cool, unified looking truckers. Better than the clut. That was good, Jake. Yeah, I just spoke to the nice young lady at Love's, and she's putting extra coffee on. Hallelujah. They like us. They really like us.
NASDAQ superfan.
And you're finding liberal.
NASDAQ superfan.
How about instead of liberal, lunatic?
He looks like he was just putting his flag away.
Or it could be leftist.
Wow, we got quite a few new vehicles I haven't seen before. That's pretty cool.
Now it's about tyranny.
We got to have government. Just got to have the right kind.
As far as I know, I can't read it all because it's pretty long, but as far as I know, X-Ray's group hasn't caught up yet. I haven't seen them. Somebody said that they were going to try to catch up at the stop tonight. I don't know if they'll catch us at the fuel stop. Oh, really?
Originally, the federal government was supposed to be weaker than the state government. Over time, they become the federal government by gathering more money and giving it to states in order to control the states. That's why now states seem weaker than the federal, but they're not supposed to be that way.
I've got a lot of metal around me. You know, I've got the camper that blocks my signal. I've got the overhang on my camper. You know, so again, like I said, you know, depending on where the towers are, you know, I could have an entire camper that the signal's trying to go through. You know, that's why I said at some point I wouldn't mind getting a wee boost. I think that would definitely help me with my cell coverage. Be awesome. Like the old Nokia phones were real popular. They had a jack on them that you could have put an external antenna on. We used to. You couldn't get cell service.
I didn't know that. I knew that they didn't have speed limits, but I didn't know why they put them back up.
Yeah.
Good fact.
You wouldn't have cell service in the cabin, but we ran an antenna to the top of the cabin. We'd hook up that little port on the back of the phone, and yeah, we were rocking. We had good cell service, everything worked. So, you know, again, like I said, you know, I got a lot of metal around me, so the fact that it works as well as it's been working is pretty amazing. Well, there'd be really no way for me to hook up that external antenna to this phone because they don't have ports anymore. That's where that Wii Boost kind of comes in. You know, they've got mounts. They've got mounts with external antennas, but again, that would block the camera, so then that kind of defeats the purpose for streaming. I really would have to put an antenna on the camper because you got to remember I've got this piece of camper that's overhanging over the top of my truck. I mean, you know, I don't know if you guys can see that. So I've got this big hunk of aluminum and, you know, everything sitting right over the top of my truck. So I don't know if you guys can see that, and you know, whatever. So, you know, that the fact that I can getting out at all just amazes me. USB port wouldn't give me a better antenna signal, I don't think. I don't know. I don't believe they have a USB to RF connection.
The man.
In the middle of nowhere runs those Wii boosts, and they seem to work, you know. A lot of buildings that get bad reception, they'll run them. They run the building version, not the mobile version, but you know, it's basically a cell phone repeater. You know, it picks up the signal that would be inside like the vehicle and then rebroadcasts it on the antenna that's outside, you know, and just that in itself, if they're phones, would make a huge difference. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's on my shopping list eventually. When I as far as I know, but who knows? Maybe somebody will be like, here's $400 to go get a Wii Boost. Well then, I guess I'd go get a Wii Boost. But, you know, at this point in time, yeah. We got a whole bunch of vehicles I haven't seen before. I'm kind of curious where this came from.
Morning, Mark.
Good morning.
Amen.
Hey, you know, as good as so this just may not be Verizon country. This may be more GSM.
We're so long, I think we ought to go 2-wire.
You know, this may just have better coverage for GSM versus CDMA.
Come
11 Pro to be use an Apple 11 Pro just because it's just what I had on hand.
on.
happen to have this phone, so that's just what I'm using. Oh shit.
Make Trucker G for vice president. Yep. Come right,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. A Wii Boost is a cell booster. That's basically what I was saying. A Wii Boost basically is a cell booster, and that's what I was talking about. For me.
Been nothing but trouble since he came.
Hawk. While I've been on this then just hotspot to that. That'd be the only other option I'd have. But then I'd have to reconnect that service.